Hello everyone, so I'm here today to film my June update for my project pen Roulette for 2017. I've had a really successful run with this project so far, and I think I have a really good update for you today as well. So I'll just jump into the products that I have made progress on since my last update. My first product is a product in my favorite color. For that I chose my NARS blush in the shade Luster. I don't think I've used this at all since my last update, maybe once or twice. It is winter time now in Sydney and I'm wearing a lot of cooler colors, so this kind of doesn't really work with the makeup that I'm doing at the moment, but I'm hoping to make a lot more progress as the weather warms up. Then I have something from the brand I have the most of. For that I chose my MAC lipstick in the shade Russian Red. I haven't used this a whole lot, but I have used it a few times. It's just that on my little sheet of paper, the mark would have touched the previous mark, so it wasn't really worth making. And I think that's kind of where I was at my last update as well, so I really need to kick it into high gear with this one. For something in a stick or a tube, I have my By Terry Ombre Black Star in the shade Misty Rock. I've been using this every day for the last few weeks, so this is what I've got at the moment. It is broken off at the base, so I have to be pretty careful with it. But on my little sheet of paper, this is the progress that I've made so far, and I do think I'll be able to finish it up, just it might take 1 or 2 more updates to finish this one. For a perfume, I chose my Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb perfume. Someone left a comment on my last update to say that it probably isn't going bad, that vanilla just changes color over time, so that's pretty exciting to know it's not going off. But this is the progress that I made. So I started at this mark here and now I'm down to here, so it's a pretty good dip there, but we'll see how it goes over the next few weeks. And then for my product in a palette, I chose a shadow from my Zoeva Mixed Metals palette, and that was the shade Warm Silver. I've actually only started using it over the last few days because I was trying to finish up a shadow from my Pan That palette. That's now been hit pan, so I can move on to something else, so I've only just used this for the last few days. So those are all the products that I have made progress on, and now I will show you the ones that I have finished. First, for my expensive product, I had my YSL Touche Clout Neutralizer in the shade Violet. I didn't use this for a long time because I thought it was breaking me out, but then I pulled it out again to give it a second chance, and it was pretty good. I don't think it broke me out at all while I was using it, but now when I click it, it doesn't make the clicky noise and nothing comes out, so that is completely done. For something pink, I chose my Marc Jacobs Nude Gel Lipstick, I don't know, in the shade Eat Cake. I decided I was going to try and hit a halfway mark with this one, and on my little sheet of paper you can see that I am down to here, so that is definitely halfway, so I can put this one back in my drawer. I absolutely love this color, and I will be pulling it out again later after I've made some progress on other lipsticks, but I do really love it and I'm glad to have gotten some really good use out of it. For something I'd never used before, I picked my Ilia Tinted Lip Conditioner Mini in the shade Bang Bang. My last update, I was really close to finishing it and now it is completely gone. I don't really like this kind of like sheer red kind of color, so I probably won't purchase it again or anything similar to it, but I'm glad I got a chance to use it up. Something I was also really close to finishing in my last update was something that I'd already hit pan on. For that I had my NARS blush in the shade Nico. I was using this as an all-over setting powder and now it is completely gone. I think it looks really funny in this palette with 3 other pretty much untouched blushes, and this one's completely gone, but I'm really happy to have finished something out of a palette. And lastly, I had my high-end item. For that, I chose the Cover FX Perfect Light Highlighting Powder in the shade Moonlight. This is a highlighter, and I worked really hard to hit that baby little bit of pan down there. I know it's not that much pan, but I have so many highlighters, and this is one of the only ones that has pan on it, so I'm going to call that good. I'm going to pick something else out to replace it. So that means that I've finished up 5 products in this project, so I can draw 5 more out of my little basket. So the first replacement product is a product you have owned for less than a year. Number 2, a non-black eyeliner, so any eyeliner that isn't in the color black. Number 3 is a powder product, so pretty obvious, anything in a powder form. Number 4 is something you haven't used in over a year. So I'm going to pull out an oldie with that one. And the last replacement product is a serum. That's pretty straightforward as well. So I'm going to go pick out my 5 new products and then I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So that took a really long time because I was deliberating for ages, especially about the product that I've only had for less than a year. I have a lot of stuff that I purchased in the last year and I've finally narrowed it down to something that I think will be really appropriate for this project. So first I'll show you a serum that I chose. I actually only have one serum at the moment. I've really cut down my skincare recently and I'm just using the Nip and Fab Skin Glycolic Fix Serum. It's the only serum I'm using. I use it at night. I use about 1.5 pumps or a full pump and I only just recently started using it, so there is pretty much the full 30 mils in it, but I will just use it as much as I can and hopefully finish it up pretty soon. For a powder product, I decided to pick like an OG Project Pan Roulette product just because it made me laugh. So this is the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in the shade Pink. I think this was in my Project Pan Roulette last year or my Finish 13 by Halloween. I worked so hard trying to hit pan in this highlighter and I never reached it. So I have the biggest dip alive down here and I just want to hit pan in it. So I'm gonna pull this one out again. I haven't really used it since that project. I'm gonna hopefully hit pan in this. For a non-black eyeliner, I was going to pick a Urban Decay eyeliner that I've been using a lot recently, but I decided to pull out something that I shouldn't have purchased. So this is the Maybelline Master Drama The Nudes eyeliner in the shade Rose Pearl. It's like a pink, rosy, pearly shade, and it's got like blue and purple shimmers in it. I purchased it thinking it would be a really nice like waterline kind of eyeliner. I used it once and I didn't like it, and then I put it in my drawer and I never used it again. So I think I'm going to try and pull this out and finish it. I know it'll take a really long time because it's a pencil eyeliner, but it's just going to go in my waterline and I don't put anything in my waterline anyway. So I'm going to see how much I can use of this. I will make a little mark on my sheet of paper to measure it. But yes, so this is a non-black eyeliner. For something I haven't used in over a year, this was also a really hard category. I went through my whole collection and I've pretty much used everything at least a handful of times in the last year that I can remember. So this was pretty difficult, but I decided to go with this because I'm pretty certain I haven't used it in over a year, probably more than that. But this is my Naked Cosmetics pigment. This is the shade number 2 from the Sierra Nevada stack. It's 1.5 grams of loose eyeshadow pigment. I want to see if I can finish it. Now that sounds pretty crazy considering I'm doing a Pan That palette this year and I'm constantly buying new eyeshadows, so I'm always trying new things. But this I've only used a handful of times. It's beautiful. It's like a champagne kind of gold color. It's got a real nice gold shift to it. But I thought it's a pretty easy shadow. I can pair it with almost anything. I just want to see how much progress I can make on this product and how much I can use of it over the next few months, hopefully by the end of the year. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I can't really measure it because it sits above the lid, if that makes sense, because the lid screws over the top of it. So it sits above the lid. It's a little bit tricky to measure, but I don't think I'll be making a lot of progress every month, so maybe it's not something I can measure anyway. And lastly, for something that I've owned for less than a year, so if you don't know, I keep a spreadsheet of every single makeup and beauty and skincare product that I purchase and that I finish throughout the year. I've been doing it since like 2014, so I scrolled back all the way to 2016 last year and tried to see what I was purchasing around this time, because I thought if I'm going to pick something that I've had for less than a year, I may as well pick something that I've had for just about a year, and then I can use it up instead of picking something that's brand new and I haven't used very much. That was kind of the thought process behind this. So I decided to pull out this. This is the Body Shop British Rose Fresh Plumping Mask. This is like a jelly mask. It's very much, I think it's very much like the Fresh Rose mask from Sephora in the US. And I love it. It's a really nice kind of exfoliating, plumping, tingly mask. I apply it with a brush because it is pretty much like jam, and I really like it. I'm a bit over halfway through. I'm down to about there. I don't know if you'll be able to see through the glass. I'll try and mark it, but I don't really think I'll be able to see the mark anyway, but whatever. So I'm going to try and finish this up. I use this about once a week, but I think I can use it up to like 2 or 3 times a week. So I'll just increase the amount of times I'm using it and hopefully move this one out. It's beautiful in this glass bottle. I really like it, and I'll probably repurchase it when I finish it, but I would like to move through some of my masks, and I may as well do it in a project. So there you go. Those are all of the products that I have made progress on, that I've finished, and that I've added to my project pan roulette. If you're doing a project pan roulette, please let me know how you're going down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.